Hey, listen, I don't know who need to hear this, but listen, I'm about to give y'all a prime example on everything that I've been explaining on how we've been looking at life and being stuck in a cycle. You ready for this? All right, so look, if you stand upright, you're gonna see everything looking normal, right? But if you stand up and you bend over and you look at the sky from in between your legs, when you allow your head to hang down, you're gonna see, which is nothing but the ground and everything growing out the ground, right? So that's everything in the world that's growing into us that we taking in, right? So now, if you decide to look up at the sky, when you look up at the sky, you see ain't nothing there but just clearness and freeness, right? So boom, if you go up in the sky, if you go up there and you create everything within, then guess what? When you look back down on earth, now your shit's there. See what I'm saying? It's not you looking at somebody else's idea and trying to go off of it, or it's not going through all these problems and all this other stuff. It's like we can't point the finger. We just got to figure out what it is that we good at. And that's where we go wrong at, and all our other problems, because that's the one thing we ain't been working on, is our real self, because we building ourselves off of what we see. So what we see is how we interact with each other. You see what I'm saying? Us interacting with each other is how things go wrong, and all of that. Relationships, people thinking they slick, is because it's only what we seeing on TV. You see what I'm saying? We seeing stuff on TV, we hearing it in the music. Don't get it twisted. Only music gives us glimpses and glimmers, and that's coming because I listen to rap music, I listen to hip hop music, I listen to all type of music, country, all that. But all this music, you gotta think, all this music make you have to stay in a mood. But if you creating your own mood, then guess what? Anything that happens right here in this world, it won't affect you, and it won't make you act a way that you would never have acted in the beginning. Like, any kind of way you've ever been like, I can't believe I acted like that. Like, it would have never made you act that way. It won't make you act that way no more once you go within. And another thing I wanted to add to this is that when it comes to understanding people, right? The best thing I've understood about understanding people is we was taught to judge someone off of their looks, but we only can judge when we got a bad feeling about a person. Have you ever noticed that? But then you can judge from the outer appearance if someone's rich, but then some people can judge if somebody's rich just behind just their aura. That's vibrations. That's understanding. That's understanding people, places, and things. Like, and yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all, because that's how you could be able to understand yourself more. Because if you understand your own vibrations and how you really truly feel, and not what you done built in your brain, and you know how you feel, and you just stripped all that out, then you gonna know, like, dang, I'm not nervous, they nervous. You feel me? So yeah, like, you would just understand it. Like, I don't know. You just really gotta go within and just start working on yourself and understanding what it is that you really like. Like you gotta go back in your childhood, because you gotta understand this too. Like I've said in a video once before, that it's not our parents' fault. It's just the course that was designed. So with the course being designed like that, we got to go back within and understand, like, all right, go asking our parents, like, hey, how come you don't eat such and such? Or how come you don't like, what's it? Oh, my grandma, she also didn't eat it. Yeah, bang, there it is. That's why you don't eat it. You see what I'm saying? And I had learned that about myself when I was in prison. Because when I was in prison, I never used to eat ranch. Like, I never used to eat ranch. I never used to eat onions. I never used to eat tomatoes. Because that was like a lot of the things that we ain't never used to eat. So then when I tried to, people be offering it in food and stuff, I'd be like, man, listen, I don't want that don't put that in my bowl. When I was locked up, like, I don't want that in my bowl. Then one time a dude sauteed some onions, and I was like, what? Ah, yeah, them is fine. Them fine. Yeah, I'm gonna eat onions. So yeah, just to get back on course, that's what it be. is that we just be going off of what was instilled in us. Because I always remember, when you growing up, let's just use the baby example, like, because I learned from the baby example the best. Like, when you pop the crown on a baby and the baby come out, from that moment that lady had that baby, the baby is automatically just a new spirit who's absorbing. So if that new spirit is just absorbing, that spirit is gonna do nothing but just keep reenacting everything it sees once it's able to walk around and start to speak. That's what a baby gonna do. It's just that simple. And then you gotta understand, like, why does that baby start doing those things? Like, most parents get mad at the kid, like, why the fuck is you cussing? Like, hold on, that's why the baby cussing. You see what I'm saying? Like, and when I was little, I never used to understand that. But then as I'm saying it, like, as I'm sitting up here and I'm older and I go around people in public, I hear how they talk to their kids, and then it's the question that the parents asking the kid in the manner that the question that's being asked to the kid is the exact reason why the kid is doing whatever it is doing. See what I'm saying? But when there's harmony and there's connection and there's a balanced tone of a vibration to the child, it's like, all right, look, you won, but you know we can't do that. Like, and you gotta, sometimes you do gotta make it kind of fun. It just depends on the age of them. But my son's young, so that's just depend on the age of them. But even with an older child, like, look, come on, like, it just depends. They 15, you just look at them like, man, look, come on, man. Like, I know you old enough to know better. Like, let's just, come on, look, you know I ain't even about to be on your ass like that, but at the same time, bro, you got to tighten up. That's it. Like, that's all we got to do when we see things out in public. Like, I know that the world is designed for us not to be able to do that, but if you in your own right vibration, you're going to understand the feeling of someone else in their actions. Like, you're going to understand if that's a detrimental situation to put yourself in, or if it's you can actually help the situation. Like, you see what I'm saying? Not trying to make nobody no hero or nothing like that, but I'm just saying you could understand when it's time to intervene. Back to the topic, when you understand self. Like, and another thing is, I wanted to clarify, like, yeah, I found myself in spirit. That was the way that I found myself. But understanding vibration and understanding people and energy and being around people and doing all these things, is you still got to go within. You got to go within. Like, and you don't have to believe in nothing else other than what you believe. But the thing is what you feed yourself is where you could possibly go wrong. Because if you go back slipping into listening to old things and watching old videos and all the old stuff like that, then guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna fall right back into it. And all you're gonna be doing is just creating a way for success, and now you just feel back into this that you like, it's just only back here for a amount of time before it catch up. And then when it catch up and yo whatever it is you trying to do, you accomplish it, it's gonna take off. Then guess what? When this take off, that's how rich people get rich, and then they go right back broke. You see what I'm saying? Because they keep whatever it was they was believing in, they was moving, and then as soon as they started getting some motion, here it came. You see what I'm saying? Because they backslided, here it came. So boom, then as it sits here, it just sits there now, and this is still rise, because it's just on the scene. So boom, once some more motion start happening, boom, here it come, bang. And then now, guess what? If this get even better and it start jumping like this, now it's not overrode it. Now money's still standing in the same spot. It's not moving, but this is still going. Until, guess what? It realized, everything fell off course, boom. Oh my God, bang, I'm back down here. Now you can't even see me no more. See what I'm saying? And that's the wrong movement about moving in life, trying to be seen in that aspect, because that's the ego. But when you moving out of generosity and love, then guess what? For one, you're not worried about no money. For two, you're not vibrating on the vibration where you're gonna attract negative people around you. And three, life's just gonna be that much more easier. It's just gonna be that much more easier when you know you don't have to be like, oh, I wonder what they gonna think if you're doing everything by the book. And I mean, we all gonna backslide. Let's get that straight. Like, we ain't none of us gonna ever be perfect. Jesus was perfect. He was the only one. He was the only one. But it was definitely many more that was perfect too, that we just don't know about. I've been researching, but that's a whole nother video. But yeah, so to top that off, let's just work on self. Let's not let the outside world and what we think everybody's supposed to think of us affect us, because I'm gonna tell you this part right here. When you can finally be like, you know what, I can be able to be cool to accept see, look, it got me that because I had to go through this, like, and it took me. Those is how I said it. Like, I just got to be able to accept that it's just some people that ain't gonna like me, and then there's just some people that's just gonna like me. But after doing 8 years and 8 months this last time, and getting out for 4 years and just wanting to just be like synchronicity number 4, like being out for 4 years and understanding that this whole time I've been trying to like help people with the knowledge and stuff that I know, just because they didn't think I had any knowledge, but God kept me hidden for a reason. Is how I feel. That's my own personal belief. But I feel that the people that I try to help out and try to do things for, I didn't have no fruits to show. You see what I'm saying? And then I depended on just trying to chase the money so I can have some fruits to be able to put with my thoughts and my actions of what I know I can help them with. Then it just became like a competition. And once I got to that level, I was like, what? I wasn't even at that level. It was just the level I was just starting to receive. Like, it just started coming to me. And when I just started to accept it as it was continuously thrown in my face, then it's like, I got a gift. I got a gift that I can see things, and I can understand that I'm blessed with a God gift that if I want to keep seeing the negative things, then I will keep staying around and being around the negative things. If I want to see good things, and I want to see people happy, and I want to see people that I interact with, there's no problems, and we just actually just vibing, and we can actually elaborate on ideas and be like, oh, okay, this is, and we all got ideas where we can all come together and just be like, look, this would be a great idea. Those are the type people I would like to vibe with. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I've always told my family that. So it's like, this is like not nothing new. Anyone who's close to me, they know for sure. I done always said that the only way to get ahead is to put yourself in position. And then they used to be like, how you got to put yourself in position? Putting yourself in position is just being around somebody who has the knowledge of what it is that you want to do. But one thing I've learned in the world right now, that if you literally in the vicinity of that person, that's a great opportunity to be able to get soaked and jeweled up. You know what I'm saying? Fill your bag with jewels. But if you can't, then that's why I respect the monetizing aspect of doing that. But I was never privileged with the opportunity to have the bread because I was always in the low frequency mindset to do it. You see what I'm saying? And now that I'm understanding mindset is everything, it's like, you got to understand that when you vibing on a low frequency, everything you thinking is things that cannot happen for me. Things, why is everything happening to me? But we steady trying to chase some bread. You see what I'm saying? So then when you trying to chase the bread, that's why you always run into the scams. That's why scams then came into play. Like, think about it. Scams always been into play, but then all of a sudden scams has became the norm now. Come on now. Because it's gullible people out here who ain't built from within, and they ready to get some money because they ain't allowed the opportunity to be channeled through them. They just allowed the opportunity to be sent right to their email or their text message. Like, since when has a business done, I'm gonna give you a cash app and do some old crazy shit? Excuse my language, but just dang, like, cause I didn't even fell for the bait. That's why I'm kind of salty about it. I ain't gonna tell you, I'd have been down bad. Like, I'd have been down bad and just like, dang, like, trying everything, trying to get some money on their low vibration frequencies, and just trying to keep figuring out, like, how the heck I keep running to this and running to this, because get quick rich schemes does not work. That shit don't work. Like, and I'm gonna tell you that now, like, social media, social media will act like you could do that. You could sell one house in real estate and be set for the rest of your life. That is not possible. But people are biting on that right now, and I ain't knocking it, because I understand the formula. If it was a formula to it, the only formula I could think is, shit, if you sell one house, and I need to be trying to teach you how to sell that one house so you can sell multiple. But they don't say that. They just tell you one house. If you sell one house, you can make $1 million like that. Yeah, that is true. I ain't gonna stunt on that. That is true. But you said $1 million, they ain't telling you about that 6% cut. That's the only part that you get on your real estate if you have a license, because I had my real estate license. Well, not the license, but I had my pre-license, so I learned enough. You see what I'm saying? To know enough about how they can run game on you when it comes to, on a commercial. So yeah, like, yeah, it's beautiful. Hey, I love you all. Have a beautiful day. That was beautiful. 1553.